Hey guys, so in today's video I'm going to be showing you how I use my dip powder colors with gel polish, so let's get right into the video. Since we are using gel, I'm starting off with a nail dehydrator, and this is just going to remove any oils on the nails and help with adhesion. So I just applied a thin coat of this to all of my nails. And I'm also going in with a gel primer. This is not a necessary step, but I find that it does help with the longevity of my manicure, so I apply a coat of this to all of my nails. So now I picked my colors, and since it is 4th of July, I chose a shimmery red and blue. The red is called Red Carpet Glow from Red Carpet Manicure, and the blue is Shimmy Blues from ASP. And here are what the two powders look like. They are perfect for the 4th of July, and they are so pretty. So for this technique, you are going to need a gel base coat, and I'm using this one from Yogi. And I'm going to apply a thin coat of this to my nail. And I'm first starting off with the blue powder, and I'm doing every other nail, so I'm painting the base coat on my pointer and ring nail. And you want to make sure you do a nice even thin coat because you don't want the powder layer to be so thick. And then once I have the base how I want, I'm dipping both nails into the powder and then tapping off any extra. And then I'm not going to brush the powder off right away. I'm going to first cure in an LED lamp for 30 seconds, and then once it's fully cured, I can go in and wipe off any powder that didn't stick to the base coat. And now I'm repeating that same process for a second layer. And after you paint one nail with the base, after you have done the first layer, you want to make sure to wipe off the brush so that you don't contaminate the rest of your base with any of the powder. So then I'm going back in and dipping my nails for a second time just to add some opacity to the nails. And then again, I'm not brushing the nails off, and I'm curing for 30 seconds. Now once it's fully cured, I'm wiping away any of the excess powder. And right now I'm going to apply a third layer of the base over the two coats of powder we just did. And I'm not going to be dipping back into the powder. This layer is just going to seal in any of the powder and protect the color we did when we are filing. So then I'm curing that for 30 seconds. And there is a tacky layer to this base coat, so I'm just taking some rubbing alcohol on a lint-free wipe, and I'm just going over the nails to remove any of that stickiness. And now I'm moving on to my other two nails, which will be red, and I'm repeating the exact same steps that I did for the blue nails. So I'm starting off with applying a thin coat of the base and then dipping into the red powder. And then once I've dipped both nails, I'm tapping the extra powder off and curing for 30 seconds. Then once it's fully cured, I'm going in and wiping away any of the extra powder, and I'm doing a second coat just like I did for the blue, and this will just fill in any of the gaps because sometimes with glitter powders, some areas tend to be less glittery, and you just want the nail to be even and fully opaque, so that's why I do a second coat. And then again, I'm dipping into the powder, tapping off the extra, and then curing for 30 seconds. Now I'm going in with that protection layer after I wipe off the extra, and again, like I said, this just protects the color we did before from filing, because you don't want to file down all of the powder you just added, so instead you will file down this gel layer and make it nice and smooth. And now I'm wiping off the tacky layer on my red nails. And I'm going to start filing, so I'm using this Tropical Shine 220 to 320 file, and I'm using the 220 side, which is the grittier side, and I'm just filing over the surface of the nail and also along the free edge, just to make sure that it is nice and smooth so that the top coat will apply nicely. So after filing, I'm wiping off any of the dust. And the top coat I'm using today is the one from Yogi again, and this is a no wipe top coat, and I just applied a nice thin layer over my dipped nails. And you can use a wipe gel top coat. I just chose to use a non-wipe one for this look, but you can see here that it really brings out all of the glitter and shimmer in the powder. And you want to make sure that you cover every little bit just so that there are no rough edges. This just makes the nails nice and glossy. So once I've applied the top coat to all of my nails, I'm going to cure in my LED lamp for 30 seconds. And now that the nails are fully dry and cured, I'm going in with some cuticle oil just to rehydrate my skin and nails. So here is the completed design, perfect for the 4th of July, using the technique of dip powder and gel. So I actually really like this technique. I think it is kind of a lot easier than using the glue base that comes with normal dip kits. And I think overall it's easier for beginners because it doesn't dry right away and you can work it and you can just cure to dry it. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to give it a like and subscribe down below, and I will see you in the next one.